In Jeremiah 29:11, God tells us, "For I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you, never to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." Today I know God's faithfulness. Today I can say with the utmost confidence that God's plans for me are good. And I know that He never intended the harm that came to me. And although it wasn't always so apparent, God's plans have given me a hope and a future. God's faithfulness. I couldn't always see God's faithfulness in my story. My story begins in a small town in Germany on October 28th in 1976. Having my youth and my innocence stolen from me at the hands of foster abusers for the profit of my parents left me feeling dirty, damaged. I had no hope for a future, and I certainly couldn't see a faithful God in any of it. But I now know that He was there. I closed my eyes and I imagined Him screaming into the ears of my abusers to stop, trying to protect me, His child, from the torture and neglect that was taking place. How He must have allowed that nothingness to consume me. I was told every day that I was worthless, so every decision I made was through the belief that I was unworthy. I was more than happy to accept whatever scraps life had to offer me. But what do you feel when the sunshine pours through the cracks in your bedroom blinds? When you wake and you wipe the sleep from your eyes and you think about what today has in store for you? For me, in my life before God, the dawning of each new day brought with it overwhelming despair. It was a disappointing realization that death did not come to claim me in the dark of night, and that I would once again have to fight through another day of desperation. Nothing good left in me, and although I'm sure I once had a desire to do what was right, I no longer had the ability to carry it out. I was almost 42 years old when I finally came to know Jesus. But God is faithful, and I have no doubt about that now. Now I radically encounter Jesus every day. Now when I look at my life, I can do it with my eyes wide open. I know my story is filled with broken pieces, terrible choices, and ugly truths. But it also has a major comeback piece in my soul and grace that saved my life.
Amen.
This wonderful, glorious morning, as the sunshine is filtered through my lashes, I awake with a smile and God's name on my lips.
Amen.
This morning, His faithfulness is very apparent in my life. So this morning, I close my eyes, I exhale, and I whisper, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus." Today, instead of reaching, I don't know exactly what God has in store for me. I don't know how my story will end, but I do know this. Nowhere in the text will it ever read, "She gave up."
Amen.
I no longer need to know the how, because I know the who.
Yes.
I will walk out my days in faith, knowing that He is faithful.
Yes.
All those times I felt so alone, He was right there with me. All those nights I was praying for death to come and then cursed the dawn for dragging me into another day. He's the one that kept me breathing. And He continues to breathe new life into me every day.
Yes.
While I was going through those storms, He was right there in the boat with me. His promise to never leave me nor forsake me was as true back then as it is today.
Amen.
It will hold true forever. I now know